Hi, welcome to the Ayurvedic Yogi. Today we're going to be making ghee, which is a version of clarified butter. In India, ghee is considered to be gold. They keep it in vats in temples, and it's very, very, very important substance that we can use for many different health issues and also part of our daily regimen if you have an Ayurvedic lifestyle. Ghee is actually the refined end product of butter. So we're clarifying the butter by taking out the pesticides, the hormones, and also any additional antibiotics that we buy in our daily butter at the store or wherever you get it. So we just have one ingredient, and I just bought a pound of unsalted butter. That's pretty much all you need. I let that butter sit out. You want to do all 4 sticks so it equals to a pound. And we're going to turn the stove onto a very low heat, and we'll just go ahead and dump that in. And you want to make sure that you use a wide skillet, okay? And also it should be nice and clean. You don't want anything to be sticking on the bottom. And it has to have a very thick bottom in order for the ghee to melt properly. And you want to make sure that it's on the lowest flame possible. So I've got it on very low heat. And to make good ghee, you'll need to have a flat spoon. Make sure that there's no slots in it, just a nice flat spoon. If you don't have one big like this, you can just use a large eating spoon. And so we'll let this butter cook. I'm going to kind of chop it up a little bit, show you what we got going on here. It's melting very fast. I did let the butter sit out for about 2 hours today before this, so it kind of quickens the process up. So we'll let that come to a melt very quickly. And in the meantime, while that's coming to a boil, I just want to give you a couple facts about ghee. Ghee is actually very cooling to the body, so it comes into all the organs and the digestive tract, and it kind of lubricates all the organs. It aids in digestion, so it keeps the Agni, which is our digestive fire, it keeps that burning, helps break down foods easier. It is also used in cooking. So once you have this clarified butter, you can keep it on your counter and just throw a little bit in, just like you would use, olive oil or any other fat, coconut oil, things like that. You can use it for panchakarma, which is a cleansing method in Ayurveda. You can use it to actually massage into the skin. You can massage your whole entire body with ghee, and it'll just seep into your pores, and you will be a glowing ray of sunlight. What else does it do? It builds up internal juices within the body, and it also builds up an aura around you. So you'll have a nice big glowing aura around you. And like I said, in India, this stuff is just like the purest of the pure medicine. Every day I take a little bit of ghee and kind of rub it in my nostrils a little bit, kind of lubricating my nostrils. You can take your daily supplements with it if you just want to take a tablespoon of ghee every day. And we're almost all the way melted here. And we're going to wait till it comes to a boil. I'll let it back down on the pan there. And when it does come to a boil, it's going to bring a foamy substance on the top here, and it's going to be very yellow underneath. So there we already have the butter is clarifying and separating. And just another minute here. It's almost completely melted, and you can begin to see here we have the white on top. And as the ghee continues to cook, you will need to skim this foam off the top. So I'm going to slowly kind of let that foam pour in, and you can just dispose of that in any bowl that you have around. And making ghee is kind of tedious, so you don't want to just like walk away and go do your laundry or anything. You want to just treat it like it's a little baby or something. You want to be right by it the whole time, completely taking that froth off the whole entire time that it's cooking. And you'll start to see that beautiful yellow golden color, and that's kind of how you know that the butter is consolidating or separating. And you also want to stir it when you're cooking it. That kind of gets the foam to come out a little bit more. And this can burn very easily, so you want to make sure you're on that lowest setting. And we're going to keep continuing to take this froth off and until the butter is actually just pretty much yellow. All right, we're back. I got all the froth off the ghee. It's sitting right here, and we let this sit for about 5 minutes just so it can kind of settle. And what we did here is I put a paper towel over a mason jar and put a rubber band around it so we can make a filter. I would recommend using a coffee filter or a cheesecloth. I unfortunately don't have that today, so I'm going to just use this paper towel, kind of makeshift one. And I'm going to go ahead and just pour the ghee very slowly into the filter. Just like so. And if you take a look under here, you can see this beautiful golden color here. That is awesome. Mr. Gnome thinks so too. And we'll just begin to take this off, kind of letting the rest of that seep through. You want to use an airtight container to keep your ghee in, like a mason jar. You can keep the ghee indefinitely. I would keep it in the refrigerator. You can keep it out on the counter, but if you want to keep it for a longer time, I would definitely just throw it in the fridge. Okay, and that is basically how you make the ghee. Just make sure that when you do filter the ghee, you want it to still be hot or else it'll start to consolidate. So I'll go ahead and put my airtight lid on here. And here is your nectar of India and your health forever. Thank you. Have a great day.